All right, the next thing we're going to talk about here today, I've shot like 3 videos today, is Nezha 2, the English dub. I did want to do a quick video on this. I'm actually going to go see this twice, the English dub. I did review Nezha 2 earlier this year when it played in US theaters in Mandarin with English subtitles, which I actually got to watch it with some Chinese people in the audience, which was pretty sweet. And Nezha 2 was very much a surprise for me. I think it was for a lot of people who were able to see it earlier this year, because Nezha 1 came out, I believe, in 2016, 2017, here in the States, I forget. And it made no impact. No one saw the movie. Like, but it, so, it just kind of was there. It did pretty good in China, though. China really liked the movie. So they made a sequel. And the sequel, I started seeing these articles about how it was the biggest box office sensation in China and things like this, and made $1 billion in China alone. So I got really curious, so I watched the first movie, bought the 4K Blu-ray, which, by the way, if you want to check out the first one before seeing this one, the English dub is on YouTube, and as well as various other places. I believe it's on Roku. You can stream it for free. Anyways, it was a very solid movie. Nezha 1 was very solid for what it was. I mean, it had its growing pains, but I wasn't in love with it. So when 2 came in, and I, of course, watched the English dub, and I was a little disappointed I didn't get to see the English dub of Nezha Part 2 going into it, but by the end of it, I ended up not regretting that, because actually it was quite a bit better in Mandarin, and I can safely say I still feel that way actually now seeing the new English dub. I recommend, if you have not seen the Nezha films, watch them in their native language. They're quite a bit better, but this movie is still worth seeing in theaters if the English dub, because it is a very good English dub. Michelle Yeoh does a voice in it and things. This dub is great. It's got a lot of really great talent doing these voices. I think what only hurts it a little bit is that if you really notice voices not matching up to lip movements, it could be really easy to tell, but it's kind of hard because this is a lower budget animation film, and so they were clearly doing things the best they can to match those vocal performances. I don't think it bothered me very much, but I could see some other people were a little bit more sensitive to those things and bothering them. Overall, I was fine with it. I thought it had a lot of great voice work that really was able to do a lot to really enhance a lot of the film. As an American viewer, like, I felt, part of me was like, oh yeah, I saw it in Mandarin and I understood it clearly enough, but the other part of me is like, yeah, seeing it with the English dub, I'm able to understand the film a little bit clearer, because I am American and that is my native language, right? English. But I don't know, go see the dub, it's good. It's not a Studio Ghibli job, like, where those are just so fucking perfect that you're just not even gonna notice that the lip syncing doesn't match up. This you will notice just because it is a little bit below budget animation, but it's still fucking incredible animation. The main thing you're gonna notice with the animation, those fucking amazing action scenes, and it was only very few scenes that I noticed some of the lip movements not matching up to the dialogue being said.